So again, I want to thank my viewer for commenting. Next time he might or she might want to do a little bit of additional research. And this is in response to MVI 1603, titled Ever Wonder Why? It's been up since this morning, I guess, which is the 8th of April, 2016, and it's had a total of 240 views, 4 dislikes, brain dead people, and 31 likes. Now, what I wrote was interesting, and what the viewer wrote was interesting. He, I believe it's a he, wrote, aircraft components were found actually in downtown New York, Pennsylvania, and the Pentagon from 9/11 attacks. Please Google F-4 Phantom II 5S wall, and you can also find it on YouTube to see what happens when a high-speed aircraft hits a solid structure. The fighter aircraft hits a cement structure to simulate an attack against a nuclear facility. It turns into dust after hitting the cement wall, traveling at 500 miles an hour. Nothing left, even of the J-79 engine or any of its components. Well, a couple of problems with what this viewer wrote. The F-4 Phantom II weighs 29,535 pounds. And according to what's written, it was traveling at 500 miles an hour. A 767, now this is unloaded, weighs 395,000 pounds. Unloaded. No passengers, no luggage, no fuel. That's a 767-200 ER. Extended range. Now, the fastest that this aircraft can travel at, according to what I've been able to Google, at 700 feet above sea level, is 330 miles an hour. That's significantly slower than 500 miles an hour with a whole lot more mass. The components that were found in New York, again, belong to a 737, which is what I just talked about in the previous video. So, where's the disconnect? You got an airplane that weighs close to 400,000 pounds against an airplane that weighs 29,000 pounds. The engine on the Phantom, the J-79, is like a, I guess you could call it a Volkswagen in comparison to a tractor trailer. There's no comparison. I mean, the fan on the 767 weighs 9,000 pounds. 9,000 pounds is a third of the weight of the F-4 Phantom. So I appreciate my viewer taking the time to write what he did, but he might want to do a little bit of research. And the weight makes a significant difference because there's much more mass. And in the case of the Phantom, he says there was nothing found but dust. Well, how was the engine of a 737 found in the street near the Twin Towers? Well, you try to figure it out. I think I already have. As painful as it might be to accept, if you're awake, you have no choice other than to accept it. That's sort of what I think. And as far as I know, there was no plane parts found in Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Nor were there any parts found at the Pentagon other than tiny little pieces, which, again, belong to who knows what aircraft. Folks, you can try to shoehorn it all you like, but the truth is blaring like the burning sun into your eyes. You think not? Well, you're simply not thinking.